motivation comes and goes, doesn't it? But it's really the habits that keep you going. And sometimes it's hard to keep those habits going, isn't it? Or the motivation comes in. Like I tell you what, I own a gym, and there's a lot of people coming into the gym because motivation is low because it's getting cold. Well, it's getting cold where I live in Victoria anyway. So, yeah. So, and motivation is definitely fleeting. You can't really rely on motivation because it's an emotion, and emotions are fleeting. That motivation comes and goes. And I love this quote by Jim Rohn: motivation gets you started, but it's the habits that keep you growing. So Jim Rohn, it's one of my favorite all-time quotes. It really is. But I'm just going to talk to you about 3 points about that, really how to, avoid the fleeting motivation and just keep the habits in, keep them in, because that's what's going to get you to your goals. That's what gets you to any type of goal, not just your weight loss goals and health goals, but also any other goals that you're applying for. So first one is really just anchoring your routine to daily habits, because that's what it is. It's a summation of your daily habits that's going to drive you to success. Whether that be your health, whether that be business, whether that be your financial goals, whether it be any type of area of your life, it's really about the routines that you get in every day that's going to drive you to success. So you got to pick your routines well, basically. But I know with health, when I'm working with my clients, we have a very short routine at the start. We wake up, we weigh ourselves, and we write down the information. We send it through to our team, and then we get out and walk. And then and if you try to get all your routines done earlier on in the day, that's when you're more likely to stick to it as well. So really anchor your routine to daily habits and keep them going over the weekend if you can as well. Just because it's a weekend, try to keep your routines in same. It's like sometimes when we're drinking water as well too. Sometimes if you don't keep those routines going on the weekend, your water goes out. So it's really about changing habits and that as well. But so the first one is anchoring your routine to daily habits. That's really, really important. I'm just looking down at my notes here so I don't go off track, okay? The second one is focus on how good you feel. Really, it's not just about the scales. And, sometimes you've got to come back to that. It's not all about the scales and how much you lose and all that sort of, because that can really put you on a backslide emotionally if you're not, focusing on how good you feel. Because really, when we first start out with, whether it be a weight loss plan or whether it be an exercise plan or whatever it may be, it's the feeling good that comes first, doesn't it? So just come back to that. You might not be seeing the results, but the feelings that you're getting, feeling in control of your life, feeling really good. You just got to come back to that. And that will keep you in your habits there as well too. So, and you want to kind of look at what's called non-scale victories as well too. So, are your pants fitting better? Are you feeling better as well too? Like feeling good within. You can walk up the stairs better without any puff, or I can lift these groceries better. Like you always got to come back to what, how far you've come as well. And the third one is really tracking your wins weekly to stay motivated on the tough days. You really want a snapshot, and I've just come off a call today. We have a weekly accountability call. I have a weekly accountability call with my clients because we need to snapshot we snapshot every day, but we also snapshot every week as well too, because what that does, it gets the focus off the kilos on the scales, and we measure body fat, muscle mass. Body fat needs to be going down every week. Your muscle mass needs to be stabilizing out or going up. So we take a snapshot of that. All my clients have their own scales that produce that information. We also do body measurements on chest, waist, hips as well. So we're measuring on all levels, because if you're not measuring on all levels and just thinking about those kilos, that can really do your head in as well, and that can bring down the motivation and the feelings of like, I'm not good enough, or this is not working or whatever. So it's really, really important to have a weekly snapshot, so you can see how far you've come. So thanks for chiming in today, okay? And thanks for chiming in for Wednesday Wellness. And it's a pleasure to talk to you each week. And if you've got any questions, just put them in the question box, or just DM me. And if if your motivation is fading, right, but you need some help just with building these habits in. That's what I do. If you want to do that, just DM me, and I can help you keep on the straight and narrow with your health, because that's what I do for my own health, and that's what I help other people do with their own health as well. So thanks for chiming in. Have a great week, everyone, and we'll see you next week for Wednesday Wellness. Ciao, ciao.